Hey guys, out here today to do a review on my 2024 KTM 890 Adventure R Rally Edition. We're going to do a review on the bike, do a view on the luggage and some of the attachments and stuff that I put on the bike. I'll break it up into different sections. I did one already, it was way too long. Figured it wouldn't get a lot of views because it stretched out too much, so I'm going to kind of break it up. First review we'll do is on the bike itself. Like I said before, it is a 2024 890 Adventure R Rally. This bike is, to say the least, it's probably the best thing I've ever ridden. I've got two Harley Davidsons, another KTM, got this one, but this thing is just top notch. We took it 3,030 miles down the Continental Divide, Canada to Mexico. Did it in 2 weeks. No problems, never had to work on it. It made it the entire trip. I'm not going to say it didn't make it standing up. It laid down quite a bit, but it made the entire trip and I had no problems whatsoever out of it. But to begin with it, the regular 890 Rally comes with the rally pegs from KTM. I took the rally pegs off and put these orange pegs on. Part of it was aesthetics. It doesn't make it go faster or nothing else. It's just aesthetically, I think it looks good. Time extended warranty and everything, what I've got in this bike, it better look good. So I changed them. They've got a little wider footprint than the rally pegs did. A little bit more of an aggressive pattern to it, in my opinion. A little more foot placement. I removed the rear pegs and put the tie-down brackets on. It comes with the Akrapovic exhaust system already installed on it with the carbon fiber heat shields. It come with the master cylinder cover already on it. It came with the carbon fiber tank guards on the factory skid plate. I laid it down one time. It scratched all the way almost through in about 5 feet of sliding and loose gravel. The tank guards itself, they didn't hold up. I mean, the carbon fiber is probably way better than the plastic was, but it almost went through it in like 5 feet. And then the inside lip of the tank guard rubbed on the tank and it actually scratched the tank where the tank guard hit. I pulled it all off. The factory tank guard, just from rocks bouncing up off the front wheel, had dings and like 1/4 inch dents in it. I put the Black Dog Cycle Works skid plate on it with their tank guards. This is the best skid plate on the market, hands down. You're not going to find another skid plate that holds up like this one. I almost went with the AXP, but after I read all the reviews of the seams busting loose if you lay it down and stuff, I didn't want the hassle of swapping it out constantly, even if they would replace what was on it. The 890 comes with the Super Sprocket. The biggest addition on this bike compared to the regular R is the Explorer Pro suspension system. It still has the regular PDS in the back, but it actually has the Explorer Pro and it has Explorer Pro front suspension. There's about 1.5 inches more suspension travel than a regular 890R. Cushion wise, this thing rides like a dream off-road. I mean, I couldn't ask for a better bike. I mean, everything about it is just super. I own 3 other motorcycles on top of this one right now, and I have not found anything that rides as well as this one does. What I've got is a Cycra Ultra Pro Bend Bark Busters. These Bark Busters, they've hit the ground quite a bit. They have not bent. They're in great shape. There's nothing really wrong with them at all other than a few exterior scratches, but they've held up really, really nicely. I have the Rottweiler bar end flip mirrors on it. It's the ones that actually attach to your Bark Busters. They flip around nicely, work great. This bike did come with the DID Dirt Start wheels. The rear wheel is a 1/2 inch smaller than the factory 890R wheel. It allows you to have a little bit more room and variance that you can run on your tires. Gives you a little bit more options on it. And the way it's set up is you can run a little less tire pressure in the back, even though it is tubed with these wheels. You can run less tire pressure and not have to take as much of a chance of pinch flats, because the rim itself is narrower, so it holds the bead tighter to the wheel. Kind of helps you out with the pinch flats and stuff. I went with the one finger clutch system, and I'm going to tell you right now, this thing is a dream. I mean, it really made a lot of difference. I was kind of curious if it was gonna matter when I put it on. We'll look at everything else that I've got on the bike. Right now I'm running the Moskomoto Reckless 10 on here. I also have the Reckless 80 and the Reckless 40. The Reckless 80 is what I took on the Continental Divide. They make the best luggage. I mean, I used to have a different set on here of the Tusk luggage, and I took it off. We'll get into that when we do the review of the luggage. I changed out the factory skid plate, removed the factory grab handles. I've got a strap under here that's actually a kayak strap. I'll show you that right now. All right, guys, what I've got is I put kayak straps under here. These kayak straps replace the factory straps. They work flawlessly. It's a little hard to get to here, but the factory grab handles came out so wide, like this luggage wouldn't even hardly sit on the bike. It didn't lay flat. It kind of kicked it way out. It looked like wings sticking out because it couldn't wrap over the handle. These things that I put on, they work great. The other thing I did is I put the Rottweiler tail tidy on here. This thing is wonderful. I mean, it's a great system. That other one hung down, way down like this, and it was in the way. I added this to it. I couldn't say enough about it. That thing right there is probably one of the best additions that I made, other than the skid plate. Other than that, guys, this is the 890 Rally. I mean, the Akrapovic exhaust system, it sounds great. Everything else on it, I did add stickers down there on the swing arm just for aesthetics and to change the way the bike looked. Said Black Dog Cycle Works skid plate, DID Dirt Star wheels, WP Pro suspension. I did take the factory tires off right after I bought the bike. I removed them and put the Tusk Dual Sport Adventure tires on. I'm fixing to do a review on these tires. These are probably the best tires that I could even buy. I mean, I bought some of the other tires for like my wife's 390 and stuff, and they're good. They say they're 80/20s, 60/40s, 50/50s. These are probably, I would say, 70% dirt, 30% street. This rear tire has 3,700 miles on it, and it's fixing to get changed out this week because we're going to do some single track riding later on in the week, and I'm going to replace it before we go. But that's between the Continental Divide and the time that I rode before we went on it, that's 3,700 miles of wear on that tire. I mean, it is significantly worn, but other than that, I mean, you couldn't ask for a tire that would actually hold up better than this. But this one here is the 140/80/18. I believe this bike came with a 150/70/18 from the factory, but they didn't offer this tire in that size. But that is one thing with this DID Dirt Star wheels, you can fluctuate on your tire size a little bit. So I did change it, but I mean, the Mitas EO7s I think is what came on this, and I hated them. First time we went to go ride the single track course at a motocross track, we decided to make a couple of little loops around the motocross track. I hit one little wet spot and I was riding straight, and the front end just kicked right out from under me with those Mitas tires. They're just not aggressive enough. I went to these and I had no more problems afterwards. Like I said, I've got these pegs added the master cylinder cover, or painted my master cylinder cover, added the reservoir cover for the rear brakes, went with the one finger clutch pull. Other than that, guys, that's about it. Oh, I left this off. I went with the Scott steering dampener with the BRP bar mounts. I've got the red bushings in there now. I'm going to change them and put the blues. They're a little bit softer bushing. It takes a little bit more of the vibration out. I also added the quad lock, and it is wired to the bike, so when you turn on the ignition, it automatically charges. I ran the Garmin Zumo XT2. And like I said, I've got the Cycra Pro Bend bark busters on there. And that's about it. I don't think we've done a whole lot other than purchasing luggage and stuff, other than I did add the crankcase saver. When I put the case saver on there, I took the plastic one off. The chain rattled on it really bad, and it didn't feel like it was really going to protect anything. Also added the shift sensor on there, and then like I said, I put these brackets on for the luggage, and then that's about it. Other than that, guys, this is the 890 Adventure R Rally. It is a great bike. I couldn't ask for a better bike. It is probably undoubtedly worth the money that you pay to go from the regular R to this one just for the suspension. One other thing I added, and I just added it this week, is seat concepts. I put the Seat Concepts rally seat on here. It's about an inch lower than a factory seat. It does help with foot placement, and it is softer. The factory seat on this thing was like riding on a brick, but this seat actually a lot more comfortable, just a better seat all the way around. This is the first time I've really gotten to ride with it. I rode about 40 minutes out here to the ranch, been riding around out here at the ranch, and I could tell a difference just in the short amount of time that I was on it. And like I said, the Akrapovic exhaust. Other than that, guys, let's start doing some reviews on some of our luggage. I'm going to break it up into different ones. If you like this content, do me a favor, please like and subscribe. New to the YouTube thing, I could actually use the viewers. I would really appreciate it. I'm trying to do more and more content as we do more rides and change things up. But if you like what you see, if you don't mind, please like and subscribe. Give me the help on this to try to build this thing up. All right, thank you.